All right, and we'll bring in our first guests. We usually play a video clip before they come in, but let's just bring them in. They've been waiting on the Skype there. My friends from Buckcherry. I think we got Josh and Stevie here.
What's up?
What's up, man? Just
Hello.
Josh today?
I don't know. Stevie's supposed to call in, but I'm on time, so
There you go.
here I am.
I appreciate that, man, because Buckcherry being obviously one of the hardest working bands in show business, and that's not just an exaggeration.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're out here on the. We just dropped a new record this year called War Paint, one of our best for sure, and it marks 20 years in the game for us, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride, and we're hitting on all cylinders. The shows are going off great.
Yeah, I usually like to ask bands, like how many days are you going to tour this year? I ask you guys, how many days are you not going to tour this year?
I know, it's how it is. We've already put in over 100 shows since January, and I was feeling it like a couple of weeks ago, but we've been home for a couple of weeks, so we can re-up real quick when we get home. It doesn't take us long because we're conditioned, so 2 weeks feels like 2 months.
Yeah, and like you said, you're really now touring off the strength of a great new album. I think War Paint has everything you want in a Buckcherry album, but a lot of different flavors to that album. You get exactly what you want Buckcherry, but I think there's a lot of different things going on, particularly in the new single that's out now, the radio song, has a little bit different vibe to that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Buckcherry's Purple Rain, I think. I love the song. I came up with that melody in the shower. I get a lot of good melodies in the shower. I recorded it on my phone. I remember I was really inspired. I just ran down and wrote the lyrics really quick. And, I always wanted to write a song about the radio because it was so huge for us when we were kids. I mean, the hit songs that were on the radio in the summer times kind of marked your summertime. You knew what you were doing, what parties you were going to, what girls you were dating. All by like what was hot on the radio at that point in time, So it's actually kind of a sad song, and I just took the whole idea to Stevie, and we had been going through a lot professionally and personally, and it always makes for good songwriting. And I just went in there and we got a tempo, and then I kind of told him what I wanted out of the music, and he put together just an amazing composition and added some bridge music, and then I finished the lyrics and melodies, and we wrote that song really quick. It's a really good song.
Yeah, and
and there's Stevie.
Yeah,
and guess what? There's Stevie D, and happy birthday to Stevie. It's his birthday today, and his son's birthday, Jet.
Wow.
Hey, hi guys. What's up, Don?
Hey, way to go, man. That's cool. You and also my old co-host from that metal show, Jim Florentine, and his son have a birthday on the same day as well. So,
wow, I did not know that. That's
timing
cool.
is everything.
Yeah, dude. Well, it was kind of it was induced at that time. Like I was on tour, I came home, and we just induced labor that night. We had been waiting for like 2 days. And we're just like, let's just do this now. So, I gotta go out and make more money. So
yeah. No, I was talking to Josh about that. It's amazing, how much time you guys are true, road warriors. And I know you just had a few weeks of downtime, but is there something about playing so much that actually can have the opposite effect, where it also energizes you at the same time?
In my opinion, the longer the tour goes, and especially at this point in the game, after 2 million years, and then you have families waiting at home, it wears on you. You know what I mean? And we're all, we wake up together, we do the day together, we do the show together, and then we're going to sleep. And so, my bunk is right across the hall from Josh, so I'm around this guy nonstop for years, So, but
I think we're seeing the breaking up of Buckcherry live on That Jamieson Show.
Right?
Is there something you want to work out here with Josh?
All that said, we're still tight,
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, it does wear on you. But I can't think of this lineup is really a great lineup, and it makes it a lot easier to do those long miles.
Right. So, I mean, no wonder you have to write songs in the shower because you don't have any downtime. You don't have any free time.
Yeah, you don't have any alone time except for there.
Except in the shower, and then you're still working because you're writing melodies and riffs in your head.
Right.
You bring up the new lineup, which is super solid. I hung with your drummer Francis a couple weeks ago down in San Antonio.
Saw that. I got the text.
And
That's cool.
he and I carried a birthday cake out on stage together. And
that was you.
And it was
at Black Label.
Yeah, and it was melting, but we didn't spill a drop. So
good.
We were very much in sync, which reminds me obviously of a band situation. You guys have gone through some lineup changes recently in the last few years. Is that is that a nerve-wracking thing to hope like we'll sync up with these new people?
For me,
you know what? They're all transitions, and I can't say that they're not emotional at times, and we've been through a lot, and a lot of peaks and valleys, but it always makes Buckcherry stronger. We always seem to kind of get back to the basics whenever that stuff does happen and come together. And like Stevie is saying, we found some really great guys, like Francis is an amazing dude. Just aside from drumming as a human being, he's so pleasant to be around. And same with Kevin. And it's just been great. And it's also the best musicians that Buckcherry's ever had. So it's kind of upped Stevie and I's game. Like we've had to come, not that we don't come every night with our A game, but we're really conscious of it because we got these amazing players behind us, and and we got so many songs now, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, how's that for you been, Stevie?
I think Francis has been a godsend. You know him. He came at a time that it was it was really unsure. I love Xavier, and then we had a replacement after that. And when he walked in the room, it was just like everything fit. And as far as personality, and even off stage, I was like, I can't believe this guy hasn't been here before. Yeah. He's the brother we never had, and we all came up in Hollywood at the same time. Okay. So yeah, to kind of be connected all those years later, it was amazing. And then Kelly and Kevin, we all came up at the same time too, early 90s, and it was crazy. Where the wheels were falling off because we were partying so heavily. Josh and I were the acid kings of Los Angeles, and those other guys we were all running in the same circles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
Francis knows how to light up a room and also how to drink all the beer off your rider.
Dude, that guy is amazing, and he just got married to the most wonderful girl ever.
Yeah, he brought her with him. Yep.
Yeah, man, and it's funny that we had done so many years on the road, Buckcherry, and we were seeing Francis all the time, he was on the road with Black Label or Slayer or Hell Yeah, and these are all the same circles that, we know all those guys. So to have them with us now is just a godsend.
Yeah, and I think too, it's obviously a big part of it, especially with a band that tours as much as you guys do, is somebody who's had experience on tour buses. While he may not have been, pardon me, the drummer in those bands, he's been on the road. He knows how to travel on a bus. He knows how to, handle.
Exactly.
Who's got the worst gas on the bus? That's what I'm getting at.
Kevin.
I will say, you can say it, Stevie.
It's Kevin for sure. Is that you?
Well, I would say if you're just asking me, I'm gonna get honest. And Josh probably has the most, but Kevin has these bombs that is he has to he walks off the bus, crop dust, and then we're all like, Well, you know,
Yeah. He's
it's
cleared the
pretty
bunk
heavy.
area a few
Gnarly.
times. I don't. You know what? I stopped eating like at night, and that has cut my flatulence down like in half.
Right. Like you're like a great, you know, Josh is like a great singles and doubles hitter. Like he'll hit 340 every year.
Right, yes.
But
Hey, let me just tell you something.
He's got
Let me
he's got
tell you
home
what
run
I'm into
power
right now. Let me just tell you
Right.
what I'm into right now. I love the Howard Stern show, and they've talked about the squatty potty on the show a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta get one of these things. And so I got 2 squatty potties at my house just recently, and I love it. And my evacuation has been tremendous, and it's been amazing. Like you got to get one if you haven't tried it.
You know what? Since we're talking about poop and farts, I did get one of those. But you know what it was? Like, I agree. It definitely helps out in terms of the positioning of your body and releasing the poison.
Oh, you have one too?
But you know what? I don't have it because it looks like something like you put in your grandmother's house to help her like go to the bathroom. It looks like you live in a nursing home. I don't know. Maybe you put like stickers on yours or like patches on it or something.
You got to put some skate stickers on it and band stickers to make it look.
Stevie tried it at my house when he was coming over when we were recording just recently, and I don't know if you like it.
It works. You know, like all I can think about is Howard Stern, though. All I can think about, you know, is like Howard Stern on the pot. You know.
I do a lot of
works.
nature. I do a lot of nature shitting on the road. Like I have. Sometimes there won't be a bathroom, and I got to take a shit. Right, I'm a before the show. I got to take a shit, and I'll just run out and squat in the grass and just wipe my ass with baby wipes. So I got used to shitting, you know, with like that squatting, and I loved it because I got a full elimination and it's a fucking clean snap. And man, the squatty potty is built for me.
Well,
is this appropriate fodder for your show, brother?
I wish we would have started with this. When we first started, Josh was all tired and pissed off that you weren't on, and now we're getting into the meat of the interview.
Right.
Where Josh is shitting in the woods, and you're thinking of Howard Stern on the toilet, which I do when I'm trying to hold out longer during sex. So speaking of sex, and then I'll let you guys run. And of course, War Paint's out now. Go see these guys on the road. What's the best? Give me the top 3 Buckcherry songs to fuck to.
Oh, to fuck to would probably be
of all time.
Yeah.
Well,
I would say as far as like groove. What?
What I mean, it depends on what groove you fuck to, though, I guess. But what do you think? What do you think your fans have sex to the most? Which 3 songs?
Oh, Crazy Bitch, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy bitch. Porno star is a great groove to fuck to.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, we've seen them in the audience, fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So like during once we get into Crazy Bitch, all bets are off. Like skirts go up, guys are they got their girl on that front rail. You know what I mean? There's a girl like this, in front of them. Getting it all started. We've had them on the side of the stage. It's funny.
Oh my gosh, the things we have seen.
Yeah, I do it to the song "Sorry" because I don't last that long, so it's a little different for me. But
you got a warm heart. You got a soft heart, I guess. You're an emotional dragon.
I am. I'm not. I'm not as free as you, Josh, where I could just go poop in a field somewhere. Like you're friggin' Mary Poppins or something. But
he'll be right outside the bus. This guy.
It's good when you get older, you get regular. It's a good thing.
And once you get used to it, I'm telling you, it'll come in handy. One time I was driving home from Vegas, and it was bumper to bumper traffic, right on a 2-lane highway, and I got a shit so fucking bad. And I'm not even to Whiskey Pete's. There had to have been an accident, and I'm gonna either shit my pants or I'm gonna have to shit on the side of the road. And so I just pulled over and I angled my car so I got on the other side of it so no one could see me. And I just squatted and took a shit right there. And I told my son this story, and he thought it was the best story ever. He still makes me tell this story.
And he's 28. That's the weird thing.
No, he's only 10.
Yeah. Well, look, when you're 10, poop jokes and poop stories are the greatest, and
They're
then
the best.
and then you grow up and you realize they're still the greatest.
Right.
You're still 10
All
years
day.
old when you talk about poop.
Fire's still funny and poop's still funny.
Oh, I always when I go out and open for bands, I always tell the audience, there's the number one rule when you're on a tour bus is, there's no pooping on the bus. So what
Right.
happens is a lot of bands, they pull into town up to the venue like 10, 11 in the morning. And what is the first thing everybody in the band does? They run in and they start using the toilet. So if any of you came in and you took a number 2, there's probably a really good chance you shit where Todd just shit.
Absolutely.
And that's like, if you can't afford merch, you could take that memory home with you.
Absolutely.
Like I crap where Stevie D crapped at 11 a.m. this morning. And you could tell your grandkids about that.
Wipe that seat. Wipe that seat.
Well, you go in the women's room, right? Because that's always the cleanest.
It is.
Yep.
You know what? That's the truth. Sometimes in the morning, it's all about finding that clean toilet. You know what I mean? And it's usually the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same in my house, and I'm the only one who lives there, so. I just want to say one last thing. I'll let you guys go. I love that you brought out, there's the band Joyous Wolf with you. There's a great rock revolution, I believe, happening right now, especially with bands like you guys still out, putting out great music consistently and touring, but also now supporting these younger bands. Anybody else that you've taken out or want to take out, or anybody young and up and coming that you want to just give a shout out to?
I've heard a couple bands. Well, there's Tyler Bryant. He's kicking ass right now.
Totally.
What's the 333 band? I like them. I'd like to take
Fever 333.
333 is kicking ass. I just made friends with Jason. He's an awesome dude, and the music's amazing. I heard Dirty Honey the other day. They're a rock and roll band that's young.
Yeah, sure.
So, I think there's a lot of good rock coming out. It's just that the radio is a little difficult to break into right now. Mm-hmm. So,
it's definitely a different time. But these guys getting a chance to go out and open up for an established band like you really helps them build an audience. So very cool that you guys do that. And I appreciate you joining me for a few minutes and talking about your bowel movements.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks for having us. And if you guys haven't gotten the Warpaint record, go get it. Go
Everyone get it now. It really is a fantastic album. I'll see you guys in Jersey.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Cool. Great guys right there. Love them. Always puts on a great live show. Tons of energy. And they were talking about the new band, new chemistry and everything are fantastic. So check them out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Don. Thank you for watching that clip. Here's some more I think you're going to enjoy. And, of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.